was great to receive your call last month. You're being here in Houston, Texas with HighPoint Technology Group, IT managed services company here in Houston, Texas. Me being in LaGrange, Texas at Fayette Savings Bank as a CFO, and received your call and you said, hey, Rodney, can we create a banking relationship with you? What prompted you to do that?
Well, at the end of the day, we're a technology company, and you mentioned you guys have some technology functionality, and I've been fortunate in my career to have worked with a lot of large banks nationally, internationally as well, and not all of them had that functionality. And I was surprised and comforted to hear from you that you guys do. I mean, at the end of the day, we need paperless environment, we need mobility, and you have both. The two main products that you have that we needed was remote deposit capture and ACHs, the bilateral ACHs, bidirectional ACHs, meaning we can pay our vendors via ACH and we can draw money from our customers via ACH, and the controls are there. So that was nice. Very cost effective for us. We're going to scale this business up and we're going to grow it, and quite honestly, we need to have something like ACH to do that. It's cheaper, much cheaper than cutting checks.
I totally agree with that. You know, Europe has been making payments electronically for years, and just the hassle of having to reconcile checks and cutting the checks and the paper stock, you know, it's very costly to do that, and the manpower there as well. You know, a lot of companies have challenges in that they say, well, it's too much work to transition to another bank. What do you say to that?
Actually, you're crazy not to. You know, our workload went down. We were cutting physical checks and we were reconciling them, and it's a nightmare. It's just to keep up with, especially when you have one or two people doing it. The implementation was easy. I mean, there was no implementation whatsoever for remote deposit capture. You take a picture on your phone, it's in your bank next day. The ACH is you send a template to your vendors, and the vendors sign it, and we got all ours back within a week, because they know that that's a good way to get paid. It's an efficient way to get paid. They're paid quickly. They don't have to deposit a check. So yeah, it was seamless. And by the way, I mean, don't be concerned about technology being overwhelming. I grew up in Yoakum, Texas, and you know, and I learned technology, and if I can learn, anybody can.
Great. Well, it's good to hear that. You know, Fayette Savings Bank is a traditional bank. You know, we like to leverage the technology, offering it to our customers, just as like HighPoint Technology Group. And also, we have the traditional services where if you're still cutting checks, you continue doing that. Maybe you need to get positive pay to prevent fraud, and maybe transition into doing ACHs and see how easy it can be to pay your vendors, and your vendors will be happy as well, because they'll receive the payments timely. There will be checks lost in the mail and those type of things. And on the flip side, you know, you can make your deposits traditional way of bringing them to the bank, or you can be like Blake. You know, with the technology, you can either use remote deposit capture, or you can use the business remote deposit capture, which is made for when you have multiple checks, many checks to deposit at one time. So the services are there at Fayette Savings Bank, and you know, I appreciate you reaching out to me. And say, for instance, someone may want to know more about it. Would you be willing to talk to them?
For sure, yeah. If somebody's out there wanting to move to one of these technologies, I'll be glad to be a reference. And you can reach me by reaching out to Rodney, and I'll be glad to talk to you about it.
Thanks a lot. Thank you for your time.
You're welcome.